Hello lovely year one artists. We've been doing a printing project. We started by printing pineapples using sponge blocks, and that was inspired by a work by Malone, who did this beautiful queen pineapple. Then we did some lovely printing using bits of carrot and beans, and that was inspired by Yayoi Kusama and her love of pumpkins. We then did some printing with actual vegetables and using the lovely shapes there that they created. The ochre was great. We're now moving on to look at Lucienne, who was a textiles artist. She designed lovely fabric and materials, and this was one called Good Foods, which is printed on lots of different colours, because that's the great thing of printing. You can do them over and over again, and that you can use lots of different colours. And so we're taking inspiration and using this idea of Lucienne and using our fruits and vegetables that we did. We made 3 prints in our last lesson of whatever our fruit and vegetable was, and now we need to choose one. We're going to choose our favourite. So we're going to look at these. I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't like the way that paint was too thick and splattery. And then I'm going to choose between these two because we want one print. I think I like this one best. I think I like the edges on this one because it looks furry like the real kiwi. So you need to choose which one that you like best, and then you're going to cut it out. We don't need to worry about that bit of smudge on the edge that we had from where we were mixing our colours on our piece of plastic, because we're just going to cut it off. So this is the first important step, is to choose which one works best. We're going from 3 to 1 and we're going to cut it out. And there we go. Next thing we need to do is all come together as a group, because we're making one big art piece called Good Foods from Around the World. We need to get everybody's prints together. Look at those. They look great, don't they? I can't wait to see what your prints look like. There's my pomegranate, there's a melon. So we're collecting all the work together because we're going to turn it into one big display. And we're taking the inspiration from Lucienne, and her artwork was called Good Food. Our work is called Good Foods from Around the World, because we've been looking at places where different fruits and vegetables go. And I've got my friend here to help me lay this out. So I've given each team, each class, a different colour roll of paper. One of you I've given red, and the other one yellow, and another one blue, because those are the colours Lucienne did her Good Food prints on. And I want you to roll out the piece of paper across your classroom, and I want you to start laying on all of the prints that you made. Okay, laying them out with gaps between them. You're going to have 30 different fruits and vegetables on there. I've not got quite that many, but you're going to lay them all out until you're really happy. How's that? Do you like that? Oh, hang on, I've just noticed, look, there's 2 pomegranates next to each other. That doesn't feel right. Lucienne wouldn't have done that. So what I want you to do is to have a think about the layout, how you're having it, and make sure you've got what's called balance. This is making sure that the artwork looks good all together as one big artwork, and you can start swapping things round. Maybe you don't want 2 reds together. You see this pomegranate, I've swapped it from one side, but now it's on top of another pomegranate, so we need to swap it again. And hang on, that line there, I'm not so sure about that line where it's orange, lime, orange. Maybe we should take one of those oranges out and put that somewhere else, just to make it look a bit more interesting. Otherwise it's all a bit the same, isn't it? Yeah, so maybe take one of those oranges and swap it. You're going to go for the cabbage? Great. Yeah, that's completely different. Yes, that row looks more interesting now. You like that as well, do you? Brilliant. So that's what I want you to do, is to work as a class to turn your artwork, your individual monoprints, into a beautiful display inspired by Lucienne Good foods. And then I want you to look at the artwork you've made and evaluate those prints. You can look at each one and see, has someone done a really good print here? Did someone use the paint really well? Perhaps this one's got too much paint and it was a bit blobby. Have a look at the prints. See which ones you can really get the sense of the fruit and vegetable that the artist was trying to capture there. And enjoy looking at your artwork, your individual prints that have become now one giant artwork for the class. And when you've done that, you can glue them down when you're happy with how it looks. Stick them all down, and then maybe why don't you put them up in the corridor and make a big display out there, and you can look at what other people have done in their classes as well. There'll be a red one, a blue one and a yellow one, and it could all be displayed, and you can have a look at each other's prints, and you can see whether there's some differences in the way classes made their mono prints and things, and you can just really enjoy looking at the artwork. Okay, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this printing project. We've done lots of different parts of learning how to do printing, and you've worked really hard. I can't wait to see all the results. Take care, everybody. Have fun. Bye.